welcome to our channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. It is brutally hot here.
Yeah, it has been since Friday. It is now Monday.
Like, it's been high 30s, high 40s, and we're talking Celsius, not Fahrenheit, because we are in Canada. Anyway, it is the beginning of July already.
Sad.
How is it already halfway through the year?
We have so few summer months, guys. I'm so sad. I don't like the cold.
We're essentially halfway through our summer at this time.
Yeah.
And it only started, like, what, 2 weeks ago?
Maybe a month ago.
Anyway, so we are going to do our July TBR list. So let's just get into it.
Dive right in?
Yeah.
You going first or am I going first?
Well, you have more books than me, so you're going
I do?
first.
Are you sure?
I only have 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I know how to count. I swear I do numbers every day at work.
First book I'm going to read is called The Affair by Jill Paul. It starts off in Rome 1961, and it says, as the cameras roll on, Cleopatra, the first world is transfixed by the love affair emerging between Hollywood's biggest stars, Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor. But on the film set, tensions are high, the money is running out, and a media storm is brewing over the Taylor-Burton relationship. When Diana Bailey begins work on the film, she wants nothing more than to escape her own troubled marriage and start anew. But as the heady world of Hollywood envelopes her, secrets start to emerge. Is everything as it seems, and what really hides beneath the glamour of the famous film? I'm actually super excited about this. I love old Hollywood.
Is it based on, like, slight true story?
I don't know. I don't care.
Because you know that affair happened in real life.
Yeah. I love old Hollywood. This book just kind of, like, I saw it, I picked it up. I actually found it on the sales section originally for $6. And then I went a couple weeks later to Chapters, and it was back on the shelves in regular for a bigger size of the book.
Not even. We went it was the same visit. We went over to the other section.
No, I bought this in a different time than when I was with you, I think. And then I went back. I don't know.
With me.
But yeah, so I always check the sales section first, the clearance section.
Yeah. If you go shopping at Chapters, they usually have a pretty big bargain section, as they call it. You can get 3 books for $10, which is really good considering some of the books are like $30 on their own, usually. Okay, the first one, I'm actually already reading this one. I started last night, so technically July.
Yep.
Is One and Only by Jenny Holiday. It's part of the Bridesmaids Behaving Badly series. The second one just came out this summer. And essentially, their friend is a bridezilla, and Jane, the main character, is given a job of keeping the groom's brother in line because he has this bad boy reputation, and he tries to shake her off. She doesn't shake off easily, apparently, and it sounds really good, and it's based in Canada. It's based around the GTA.
That's new.
You actually don't read very many books like that.
Mm-mm.
But so far it's pretty good, and I'm only on the 2nd chapter.
Ooh.
And I don't think his bad boy image is actually real.
No?
Like, it's just shit people say about him.
Ah.
That's not real.
That's always nice of people.
Isn't it, though?
Mm-hmm. The next book I have is Summer at the Lake by Erica James. I originally read The Holiday by her, and I went and picked up, I think, 3 more books by her. This one is about 3 different people all thinking about going to Lake Como. One is the love of her life is getting married, and she's invited to the wedding. The second is an older lady who fell in love for the first time over 60 years ago and wondered what happened to the man. And the third one is a male, and he is in danger of burying himself entirely in work after his girlfriend left him. So I guess it's a book about meetings. I'm not 100% sure because it doesn't say that at the back, but it should be interesting to see what happens. I don't know. I liked her first book, The Holiday. I highly recommend that one.
The next one I want to read is The Hypnotist's Love Story by Leanne.
Yeah.
Leanne Moriarty. She is actually the author of Big Little Lies, and this one is a professional hypnotherapist, works out of her beachfront home that she inherited, and it's a good life with her, like, tumultuous relationship past. And she meets Patrick, who's attractive, single, employed, and best of all, he seems to like her back. Then comes that dreaded moment He thinks they should have a talk. Braced for the worst, Ellen is pleasantly surprised. Turns out that Patrick's ex-girlfriend is stalking him. Ellen thinks actually that's kind of interesting. She's dating someone worth stalking.
That's weird.
I'm pretty sure she tries to get to know this person that's stalking him. And I heard Big Little Lies is really good. I haven't read that one.
Neither have I. I really
but I'm
want to.
intrigued to read this one. And Big Little Lies is apparently like kind of a thriller.
I have honestly seen the book for years now, before it even became a TV show, and I've wanted to pick it up, but for some reason I never have. But it's just becoming more and more intriguing.
Yeah, I'm just intrigued by this one.
Alright, so the next book I have on my list is called The Virgin Cure? Virgin Cure by Amy McKay. So guys, this book, ding dong here, made me buy because I picked up another book by Amy McKay, and it said the character that is the main character in this book said her name and said The Virgin Cure, and I was like, well, Tanya's like, oh, that's another book, and I'm like, well, you can't read a book about a character if you haven't read the first book about the character. But this one is really weird. It sounds really weird, but it's based in 1871, and basically what the Virgin Cure is that by deflowering young women, males think that it will all of a sudden they cure whatever illnesses or whatever's happening in their life. So she tries to, I think, hide from it. I'm not 100% sure from the readings. We'll see how this one turns out.
Alright, the next one I have is Someone Special by Sheila O. Flanagan. So essentially, this girl lives in Australia, doesn't really talk to her family at all. She's very much estranged from them all. And then she gets a phone call summoning her home to Ireland. As she said, she's never someone special to her glamorous and disapproving mother and her dismissive half-siblings. So she doesn't want to pull up her roots, but of course when family calls, you go. And on her way out, she accidentally, I feel like accidentally, has to be in quotations, kisses her best friend at the airport right before she leaves.
So it's like almost like a tie to bring her back.
Yeah.
Or have them follow her.
Yeah, I'm intrigued how she accidentally kissed her best friend.
Interesting.
Unless he kisses her and then for some reason she thinks it's accidental. I'm not sure.
The next one on my list is called The Scribe of Siena, which I think this is Melody Winoware's debut novel. Basically, it's a jump between present and past. Her brother dies, leaving the main character his house and his in Siena and the secret history of the Tuscan city. And then it jumps actually back to Italy 1347, where a fresco artist dreams of a dark-haired woman, and by the looks of it, what it says on the back, it looks to be the main character in the future. So, I don't know guys, it sounds really intriguing. I'll keep you updated on our Instagram, and I can't wait to start this one, not gonna lie, maybe the first one I read.
You're doing a lot of books that like go present to past.
I love them! It's true, it seems to be a big
trend right now.
A big trend right now in a lot of books I pick up.
Yeah. The next one I have is The Big Beautiful by Pamela Duncan. This one just sounds hilarious. I will read you the back just because it's hilarious sounding. On an eastbound North Carolina interstate highway, the mountains and her hometown far behind, Cassandra Moon realizes that she has not only broken the heart of the one man who's ever asked her to marry, on their wedding day no less, but she's driven the limousine into the ground, gotten skunk drunk on the champagne, and has somehow managed to get herself stuck in the sunroof while she's still in her wedding gown. Caught in a whirlwind of taffeta and tulle, heartache and second guesses, Cassandra desperately needs peace of mind. When she arrives in the coastal town of Salter Path, disheveled and in the company of a mysterious red-haired seafaring man, Cassandra knows for sure that her life has taken a turn she can't quite understand. If her mother, Marvell Moon, could see her from heaven above, she'd surely think her baby girl had gone crazy. But the people she encounters on the unexpected odyssey, including a wise, winsome 13-year-old girl in need of a mother and a group of spirited women who once knew Marvell, will share with Cassandra the hurts and hopes of a lifetime. And at the crossroads of her life, Cassandra may finally realize that getting lost in the oceanside town, in the memories and dreams of its people, in its magical and haunting history, the only way she'll be found.
How about I put that on my TBR list? And by the way, Marvel Moon is the coolest name ever.
I think this will definitely be a self-discovery book. It's already ripped.
A few of mine are like that too, that I got off that shelf.
Mm.
Okay. The next one I have is called The Shadow Sister by Lucinda Riley. Guys, I've already read the first two in this series. It's called the Seven Sisters series. And oh my god. I love it. I love the first one. The second one was absolutely amazing. Storm Sister. Oh, you have to read them. So basically what happens is this eccentric billionaire man adopts six baby daughters, names them after the Seven Sister constellations. They have a housekeeper / nanny when they're growing up. He basically lets them figure themselves out, and he all of a sudden dies, and he leaves clues to where they're from and a letter stating other stuff. So he leaves coordinates and clues, and if they want to, they can go back and figure out where they come from, where their family is like originally from. And
stories of their biological families.
Stories of their biological families. And it's so good. It flips between past and history again, because they want to give you like
the family
foundation, like the family history of the biological family history as it goes. So it's really, 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 really good. Read them.
Do you find out like how they became to be with him?
Yes and no in a way. Like in the first book you found out, but you don't really know why he chose them, just how he got them. So how they came to be
will
with
all
him.
come out in the Bay last book.
Well, that's the thing, guys. There's only 6 sisters so far, and the 7th one they say in the first book, second book, etc. that she's missing. That Pa Salt is his name. Never brought the 7th sister home, but I have a funny feeling that if the 7th book, there has to be 7th book. Lucinda Riley, there has to be a 7th book. You need to tie everything up. One big pretty bow, I don't know, but you hint at so much stuff, and you have me on the edge, and I'm like, I think I know what's gonna happen, guys. But then something else happens, and then I'm like, oh, but then it turns out it's so good. I love them. Love them. They're big books. I read them in within a few days, a week. But yeah,
Beautiful.
definitely read them. So excited for this book.
The next one I have is One Less Problem with You by Beth Harbison. It's about three women doing their own thing. Prinny, who is the owner of Cosmos, which sells like crystals, potions, candles, and hopes, and you can maybe get a little extra cocktail that's a love potion. However, she's trying to get over her infatuation with her lawyer, who's very much married. So she's trying to get over that. Chelsea, who's a struggling actress, she works at Cosmos, and she's just trying to figure out if acting is what she actually wants to do, because so far it has not worked for her. She's deciding whether to give it up or not. And then you got Diana, who has been married for 7 years to an unfaithful husband. So she I think she runs away to this town that Cosmos is in, and they all meet, and they all have to have strength and take their second chances.
It's by Nora Roberts, and it's called Year One, and it's the first Chronicles of the One, book 1. Guys, I'm unsure about this book. I love Nora Roberts. I'm not afraid to admit it. I've read a lot of her books. I have a bunch of her trilogies. This one seems very depressing. She also goes by J.D. Robb and writes mystery novels. So I'm not sure if this is a combination of both. And I'm really not sure what it's about, other than there's a lot of there's magic and a illness taking over the world, and
it's very apocalyptic.
Yeah, it's very apocalyptic almost, and they have to stick together, and there's 6 of them, and
it seems very different.
Very different than other stuff. I hope it turns out well. I'm hoping not to be disappointed by it, but I'm a little worried.
You've only really been disappointed by one series of hers.
It's true. So we'll see. We'll see where this one lands.
The next one I have is The Unexpected Consequences of Love by Jill Mansell. So essentially they're in a smaller town. She's a photographer, and she wants to put her painful past behind her. So she's definitely giving off the vibe of no to relationships. However, a guy moves back to St. Carey's to run his family hotel, and he's interested in Sophie, but Sophie's like, no, I don't want to. And then he gets roped into employing her impulsive friend Tula, who has a crush on him. However, Josh's friend, a surfer, Riley, has a massive crush on Tula, and Riley's aunt likes Josh's grandfather. There's a lot of connections, and I feel like going to be a lot of miscommunications and probably pretty funny things happening in this book.
Good luck trying to keep that straight.
I know.
So the last book I have, and I literally just bought this book because everybody seems to be talking about it, and it's called The Kiss Quotation by Helen Huang. Basically, the main character has Asperger's, and she's trying to learn how to be in a relationship, so she hires a male escort. From what I heard, there's a lot of steamy stuff in it, more than you would think, and it is a romance, so I'm guessing eventually the two fall in love and get together in a relationship. But we'll see where it goes. I have I'm scared when I get stuff from, like, reviews, because people...
You have high expectations.
Yeah, I have high expectations, and I don't want to be disappointed in it. I mean, the cover's cute, I like the colors, and it sounds really good, so we'll see.
And the last book I have is The Olive Tree by Lucinda Riley. I have wanted to read this since I picked it up, but I picked it up right before our Europe trip, and I did not want to take this massive, heavy book with me. So it's been 24 years since Helena spent a magical holiday in Cyprus, where she fell in love for the first time. When the now crumbling house, Pandora, is left to her by her godfather, she returns to spend the summer there with her family. Yet as soon as Helena arrives at Pandora, she knows that its idyllic beauty makes a web of secrets that she has kept from William, her husband, and Alex, her son. At the difficult age of 13, Alex is torn between protecting his beloved mother and growing up, and equally desperate to learn the truth about his real father. When by chance Helena meets her...
His real father?
When by chance Helena...
I did not know that when you first read that book.
When by chance Helena meets her childhood sweetheart, a chain of events is set in motion that threatens to make her past and present collide. Both Helena and Alex know that life will never be the same once Pandora's secrets have been revealed. So clearly it's about a mother and son. Mm-hmm. And I have a feeling, it's just a feeling, that her first love is his dad. I'm just saying.
You never know. I'm telling you, you never know. She hints at stuff, and you never know what's gonna happen. You're like, yes, they're gonna do it, and then it turns around on you, and you're like, what happened?
Yeah, but it grabbed me. I bought this before she even bought any of the.
I think I bought the Seven Sister one. Did I? Or I went back again?
I think we went back.
It's a little bit of a bad habit going to chapters.
We live near one. It's not good. But yeah, I want to read it. Yet I picked up the other book still.
Yeah.
I think it's because I want a light and fluffy since the last book series I read.
Yeah. It's very dark.
It was very dark, so I think I want a more light and fluffy. Anyway, that is all we have on our July TBR. We're not doing a June wrap-up just because we have no idea what we read.
Yeah, we're just starting this channel, so we didn't really keep a list. And
no.
I've read a lot in the past couple months, so I don't know when I read what. But yeah, go check out our Instagram, Traveling Book Sisters. It has photos of both our travels and the books we're currently reading and or love. And
all the information's down below.
Yeah, all the information's down below. We do apologize for the lack of travel videos at the moment because we just went to Europe in May for 2 weeks, and now we need to kind of let our bank accounts grow again. So
which doesn't help having a chapters near us.
Yeah, so we might do a little few day trips because we do live close to Toronto, but just keep an eye out. Anyways, have a good day, everybody. Bye.
Like our video.
Oh, I
Make
forgot.
sure to give us a thumbs up. And also click the subscribe button so you can get more of our videos, but you'll have to hit the bell as well and select that you want to be notified every time we put out a video. And then you will be. And then you'll get a bunch of book things and...
Sorry guys, I'm new to all
maybe some travel stuff. It's all up in the air at the moment. But make sure you do subscribe, and we hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!